Danganronpa.
Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik. Welcome back to more of Danganronpa 2 Goodbye the Spare. So, last time ended on a pretty big cliffhanger, because Nagido's dead. And I have no clue how he could have died. I'm feeling very, very reminiscent of last chapter, and oh, we get the investigation music, of course. So yeah, I'm not sure how long this is going to go for. I feel like there's going to be a lot to investigate, though. Because how the hell he ends up like that, I have no clue. So let's get straight into things. Fire grenade. Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place. This is probably what we put the fire out, right? Yeah. Those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire. Well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. Did he make them useless in advance? Did he drain all the fluid in them? I don't know, maybe. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. I mean, it could be, we don't know. But, ooh, Monokuma plushie. Monokuma's dead. There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey. No response. He's dead, Jim. Oh. Just kidding, I'm not dead. Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at the factory? If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal too. Don't put oversized garbage there. It's so misleading. What are you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why did he do it? Making a hole like it got stabbed and then going through the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Did he try to imitate Nagido's body or something? I had nothing to do with that. Huh? He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there. You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monomi. You better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe away easily, you know. I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end. I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Mama, whatever you say. Looks like those annoyances are gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagido's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. Maybe Nagido was holding it as he got stabbed? Maybe. Anyway, Fuyuhiko, what is your professional opinion on this? I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but you definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma time reaches 0 2 days from now, what's gonna happen? Huh? What's gonna happen? This run of school trip's gonna end, right? We can finally go home! Carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen? Monokuma might be planning to do something after the countdown ends. What do you mean, something? He's making us kill each other, you know. What could be worse than that? I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know. There's no way this will end smoothly with the countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's just focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial. Yeah, I know. And don't bring up strange stuff like that. Okay, well, I suppose we'll get Akane. I almost forgot she was here. It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikan's. It looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. What doesn't matter? The time. Looks like the times that matter. It was clear in the Monokuma file. The time of death was noon sharp. If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time? What were we doing? Well, right now it's 12:30. So it has a clock function. Then that means Nagido died 30 minutes ago. Huh, it happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill. Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs? You're right, those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon. Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagido's killer. But this could be like when Nekomaru died. The killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare. Then, whoever doesn't have an alibi from before we found the bombs is suspicious. Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's why we all split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem. I don't know. Maybe he just did that, you know? Maybe Nagido was like, he just got bored. He was like, nah. That would be too stupid. And looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling? Yeah, about that sprinkler. That's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire. You can see a girder right next to it, right? There. Can you see that red streak? Huh. Why is this is kind of reminiscent of what's her name? You know the one. Nah, her name's gone. Ibuki. We got there in the end. With like, But I can definitely see that. It looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder. Is that blood? Blood? The claw definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's in a straight line. That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange. It's definitely strange. I should remember this. Maybe, maybe like they stabbed him through his hand and then like held him there and then the knife just went, weh. Nah, because the knife would still be stuck in there if that's the case. Also, nah, this game's like a 12 or a 15. I think that's too graphic even for that. Like, that's so graphic I'm probably going to lose ads if this gets manually reviewed. Hi, YouTube employee. Anyway, Soda, how we doing? One of us killed Nagito in such a cruel way. It's too bizarre. I can't do anything except laugh. My man. My man. If only everyone could go home, nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish this clash trial and then we can think about what will happen after. So, what else are we missing? What is that? Fire grenade, lighter. Oh, I missed that. Ah, it's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It just looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here. Ah, an oil lighter. Somebody probably wanted to keep warm. It's a most foolish thought. It says clearly the cause of the fire. Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them. Oh.
Which means...
So, using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it?
You are right.
The killer probably tried to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. They caused the fire to destroy evidence. That's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to that crime scene, but... Ooh. Ooh. And what else are we missing? Oh, I suppose we can inspect Nagito's body, I guess. If we must. I never expected Nagito to die like this. He's always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But him so dying like this is just too cruel. And he sits him there and he's like, it's just a prank, Hajime. Actually, Akane's dead. And that's a robot. No, he could, but I don't think he will. He wasn't completely useless. There were times he was only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again, and we'll never be saved by him again. I'll take that as a plus. No, now isn't the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. For now, I need to investigate everything I can about this body that catches my eye. And I'm gonna press Y. There's an awful lot. So let's start with the whip. Like, were you killed by Catwoman? A spear with a flashy ornament on is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach. There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh man, what's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? I've got extends from the tips of the handle and there's an iron weight attached to it. I see. You use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear. Is this your first time looking at this too? Of course not. This is a spear of Gungnir, right? You definitely just came up with that now. By the way, I wanted to ask you, just where did that spear come from? I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle. Nezumi Castle? I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you mice. Damn you all the hell. I see, even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle. It looks like that part has blood on it too. But for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this cord doesn't have blood on it. Ah, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently the spear came from Nezumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm that later. We're the one who went to Nezumi Castle, though. So I assume that's where they were holding it, right then? I would imagine. So what else we got? Feet. I would say more legs than feet, but sure. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pills nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to Monokuma, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito, but they also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that? Please, I can think of many reasons. Like, if you know what I mean? It's like, bro, if they had it out for Nagito, the last thing I'd want is to look at making him escape.
Damn it.
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. Killer must have been holding a huge grudge toward him. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture?
Huh?
I mean, if they wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him onto the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him. If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor? Or the password in Nezumi Castle? Well, even if this was torture, there's no doubt the killer must have held a deep grudge toward Nagito. refuse to let him die easily. I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. My man, Fuyuhiko. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they have really gone this far? Good point. Torture wounds have been added to the truth bullet section. Well, I guess we can look at the knife, and actually we'll do the burnt rope first. Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope, but it looks like that tip of the rope is burned off. Could this be a result of the fire? But that's weird. If rope is burned off like this, there should be a little bits of ash, right? Why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected from the fire when he was so close to the blaze? Maybe the lighter burned the rope off in advance before burning the place down? And then knife. The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel? This knife, it must be from the military base. Military base? Now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife. By the way, it looks like the wounds on his legs and arm were caused by that same knife. Which means after the killers finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand. And then they finished him off with a spear. How cruel. Then does that mean the killer went through the trouble of using two weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with a knife. Why would they need to use a spear at all? That definitely is strange. Was there a reason they had to hide it? A reason they had to use the spear, huh? Also, whatever the guitar was doing in the song right there, oh, I love that. So what else do we got? I guess we can look at his mouth, like, they shut him up. I would've. He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth was covered with duct tape. Was this to keep him from screaming for help? Jeez, what a horrible face. The blood splattered all over doesn't help it either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him. Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me. Shiaki moved past Kazuichimi and squatted down next to Nagito's face. In a once with moment, she ripped the duct tape off his mouth. Hey, what are you doing? It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here. Hey, putting the tape back isn't the issue. You ungrateful swine, you're gonna get cursed! The blood on his face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case. It's no use, she's not listening. Hey, about the blood splattered on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape. What's wrong with that? This duct tape has crinkles, like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito's probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape. Seriously, what's wrong with that? She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. Okay, but what's wrong with that? Is there something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it. Just put the duct tape back on his mouth already. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too, I should remember it. They duct taped him before torturing him. We'll just ask Fuyuhiko if that's something sensible people do and he'll say yes. So maybe this proves the person who did it is sensible. Well, not Fuyuhiko, because we like him. There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs on the right hand have stab wounds, but this wound looks like a slice. That's probably the reason the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that this is a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere. There's something strange. Strange? What? Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood's from when his left arm was sliced, but doesn't the blood spatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm. Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it splattered. Well, that would explain the blood in his palm, but there's something else that's strange? When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand. Here, there's also blood, but only above the middle joint of each finger. You're right, why is it only on this part? It's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? I win. Yeah, sure, you win. But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make their blood splatter like this? I would say they used a wipe, but we'd find evidence of that, right? I guess I'm done with the area surrounding his body. Jeez, I can't believe I actually investigated a grisly-looking body. Even I'm surprised myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? I'm sorry, let's put some respect on Byakuyu's name, okay? He was pretty bad. My classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible. And I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. Now then I guess it's enough of investigating the area behind the curtain. The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone through the trouble of tying him with a rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should try investigating the other areas inside this warehouse first. So, we'll leave here, I guess we can, but... So what else is going on in here? I guess we can speak to people, but... Ooh! they're all tipped over. Huh? There are a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panel near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like this? The last time I came here, I seem to recall. Yeah, they should have been neatly put away. Maybe you used them as dominoes to set fire to the thing? But they're not burned, so... Maybe we're the ones who made this mess. Huh? Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? Maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is... It's fine, I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, they'll be fine. With those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warnings and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. Clatter, clatter, clatter. Huh? It's not opening. Is something blocking the door? I can barely open it. I knew it! It's a trap! Seriously, just stop it, okay? Didn't I tell you it would be fine? I was gonna use a little more force. What happened to open it slowly? Akane ignored that process and with a mighty kick, the door flew open. Oh. Could it be... Was that it?
Well?
And there's something else I've been wondering.
Hey.
Those Monokuma panels have tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? These seem to be lying on top of each other, in a straight line. Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, this line's the only one that's neat and orderly. Isn't this clearly strange? Strange. That means we can speculate this was done intentionally. Maybe when Akane opened the door, they dominoed over, and then one of them hit onto the lighter, and then that carried the fire underneath. Because if the panel's like that and the lighter hit it like that, the fire would go underneath and then spread to the next one, and presumably hit the floor, which I imagine is doused in gasoline to get that level of response? Or the curtain. Going off what I know about fire, I have seen a lot of seconds to disaster. Which I assume would help in this one. But MP3 player. Oh, who was queening out listening to Katy Perry? This is an MP3 player, there's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is this here? It looks like that weird music was playing from there. You know, that music that was blaring when the fire started. Yeah, you're right. Looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking it, that music was playing from that MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from this? Maybe to hide Nagido's muffled screams? Or maybe Nagido just really wanted to listen to Katy Perry as his last wish. I suppose you could say, that listen to California Girls truly was unforgettable. There are a bunch of books stacked on top of each other. Apparently they contain Monokuma's poetry and photos. The sprinkles completely soaked them, I can't even turn the pages anymore. It's not like I'm missing much. Okay, and now let's talk to everybody in here again. Akane! Might have begun to killing some Mikons, but it's like this time don't matter. Okay, and Sonia, are you the same? Looks like Sonia's focused on investigating the warehouse, which reminds me there's something I need to ask her about. Now that we've pretty much finished investigating Nagido's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey Sonia, do you have a minute? Yes? What is it? I wanted to talk about you when that fake bomb Nagido set in the warehouse exploded. Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It is alright, it is not a bomb. Yeah. Why did you know the bombs were fake? Well... That's not all either. When we were looking for bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. What were you and where were you and what were you doing during that time? Oh my. Do you suspect me? It is a misunderstanding. I'm not the killer. Jesus shit, you son of a bitch. Sonia? I'm terribly sorry, I was panicking. I shall calm down and explain it to you. Why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there. Huh?
Well?
At first I was worried somebody might use them for nefarious purposes if I announced it to everyone, so I kept it silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard Nagido planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
That is...
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. And because we were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered.
Please listen.
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagido brought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs. How did you find out that the bombs at the military base were fake? Because I said... Miss Warcrime over here. What? I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the doors to the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real. And I thought that I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin.
However,
That plan was an utter failure.
utter failure.
I love how Usami's just in the corner.
It was merely a fireworks display.
Even she's weirded out.
Damn it all to hell.
I see. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bomb bombs at the military base were fake.
Makes sense. Okay, so she's kind of accounted for, especially with Monami giving,
Did Mommy as well. She was also secretly keeping up the
She just wanted to see fireworks.
which means
If those bombs were the same ones that had disappeared, it means Nagito had took them. That is why I knew it was a fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. Yeah. Does that send the You can't see it, but so does flying, much like Jill did in the first game's Case 5. That bomb was real, and I couldn't stop thinking about that. But on further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well. If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated, but the problem is his reason for doing it. With this, I've explained everything. There should be no more reason for you to doubt me. You're right, I got it. Okay. That's got the sauce. Alright, I've pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I wanted to speak to my guys. Are you telling me they've got nothing for me? I was able to find some clues, but there are still so many things I don't understand yet.
hold it.
You look worried. I am.
Well,
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range. You mean, it's good to investigate other places as well. She might be right, there are several things that I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base that Sony mentioned, the plushie factory next door, Nezumi Castle where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room too. If I'm going to understand the reason for his actions, I need to know more about him. I'm pretty sure the others already finished investigating. Hey you guys, isn't it about time you leave this place and try exploring the other areas too? In response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her.
I see.
I agree. I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we had the same idea. Is it safe? Don't mean anyone to guard the crime scene. We didn't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here. I guess you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. So we need to search for them in other areas. Probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we have to give up completely. You really don't need to say that.
Hey, hey!
Then, is it okay if we leave this place? It's okay. I imagine so. There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. And that's why there's no time for us to stand around. Okay. Let's go. So, where would you like to go? So, I'm going to have a load of different areas marked on my map, right? Now, as Mr. Breaking and Entering Champion of all time, I want to go and break into Nagito's room. Because we've done that every chapter so far. I feel as though he's gonna have some like batshit insane stuff here, but how you doing, Chiaki? I'm annoyed. What happened? I'm annoyed. What are you annoyed about? I want to investigate Nagito's cottage, but I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. I don't really understand that you can't investigate his cottage. Maybe I should try investigating Nagito's cottage. What? Huh. It's locked. Apparently. We can't go inside thanks to that. I'm annoyed. There's nothing I can do. I'm going to go investigate another area. What are you going to do? I'll go look for Monokuma. He might open it for us. And let me know when we can go inside. There's definitely something batshit insane in there that's going to, like, turn my understanding of the game on its head. So until then, let's investigate island number 4 with Nezumi Castle. Because, yeah, it's interesting. It's a little trippy. I feel as though we'll find more at Nezumi Castle than I think we're going to bargain for. I could be wrong, but I feel as though this is going to be like, it's going to have something critical in that we missed previously. Or not. I could be wrong. But we'll see. So we also used a bomb there though, so we had at least 2. The question is how we made them, at least in my head. My guy!
Yo.
Look at that wall of spears. Guess it's obvious where the weapon came from. You're very right. You're very right. A spear with a flashy ornament is hanging from the wall. This spear is definitely it, right?
I see.
Just as I thought. Looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. Same whip-like cord is attached to the handle, and there's a weight at the end of it.
Also,
Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it. They could also took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. Spear of Gungir, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. But why did the killer use the spear and the knife?
well, yeah.
Well, yeah, they could have just killed him with a knife and it would have been easier too. There's no way a spear like this with a necessary cord thing on it would be easy to use. Definitely looks hard to wield. But still, they have to have chose the spear for a reason. What reason could that be? I'm more questioning how they got that down. Like, did they get Gary Barlow's massive son to reach up there? Or, like, did they bring a ladder? Because that's, like, crazy. And I guess we can talk about this, too. So, tool subjects passwords guide everyone to the future is scratched out. Is Deborah unable to get the password? No, we should deal with that later. Right now, we're investigating the case comes first. Is there nothing else here? Fuyuhiko, give me something. This cannot be your only involvement in the trial. This was taking it from here, it's not convenient, and also why did they bother using it in the first place? Maybe it was actually used for torture too. Torture, huh? Wow. That is underwhelming. And not only is that underwhelming, I'm sad at how underwhelming that was, because I wanted to speak to Fuyuhiko. Can't have shit in this economy, man. Anyway, can't investigate Vendor Street. At least I don't think there's anything there, so we'll do military and then monocular, I think. Still, why does this feel like it's going to be an oddly short investigation? Like, yeah, we've got Nagido's house, but this pushy factory and, like, that's not going to take long, is it? I just don't think so. Also, why does this island need a private army? Why? Kazuichi Soda. Damn it. This dangerous place is the reason for all this messed up stuff happening. Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these. It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. So what do we got? What do we got? I think we should look at the truck. A huge supply of guns and other firearms is stuffed into the truck bed. Americans watching, is this just an average Wednesday for you all? Found it! What did you find? Well, a truck bed over there has guns in it, so I must have found stuff like a survival knife. Wait, that's... Same one. Isn't that the same type of knife that was stabbed into Nagito's right hand? Which means the killer obtained that knife here. So the killer is someone who visited this military base at least once. That's everyone, though. No, not me. This is the first time I've been here. That sounds fishy. No, we believe him. We believe him and his oddly clear skin complexion. He always tells the truth. He would never kill anyone except last chapter where we were definitely suspecting him. He would never. He would never. Also, at the end of this episode, I'm aware I forgot to do him last time in our final free time segment, so at the end of this episode I will staple on me doing that before I do the outro, for those of you who wanted to see me finish that. Anyway, if the ones were fake, this might be fake too, but I'm not brave enough to check out for myself. Kazuichi Soda would be, though. Just ask and he will act. And I guess the helicopter? It's that dreadful helicopter, the one that executed Teru Teru. Ah! It doesn't have anything to do with the incident. So are we done then? There's no way we're done. I mean, there's a jeep here. I want to try looking through the truck bed. It's empty. Nothing's here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sony was telling the truth. As I suspected, the bombs disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. But did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. No, never mind. He said as much in his video message. Yeah, look at this guy using OBS in 2010. So, were you surprised? Seriously, think about it. Do you really think there were enough bombs to blow up an entire island? Even if there were, a guy like me wouldn't be able to use them. He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. No, is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. Okay, so is that it? It must be, but I'll speak to Soda again just in case. Damn it! This dangerous place is the real reason behind all this messed up happening. No, same song and dance here. Nothing at the military base. This is going by too quick, man. We were there for like, what, 3 minutes? That's Fuyuhiko and Soda getting sold short on lions? How dare you? Spike Chunsoft and Katsutaka Odaka Kodaka, whatever the scenario writer for this game's called. How dare you? You have malnourished me of the things that keep me sustained in life. Anyway, let's go to the factory. So, I guess we can start by inspecting the manufacturing equipment, because that's stopped, right? There's an enormous machine, but it's stopped for now. Looks like there's nothing related to the incident here. Or so we think. Apparently the bombs that were stuffed onto this truck were actually fireworks, which reminds me this truck like it came from the military base. Nagito must have brought it here. Other than that, there's nothing in particular that catches my eye. Like, I guess maybe in the break room? Possibly we could investigate the fire grenades, because I don't think anything inside. There's nothing on the floor, looks like a clue, not even trash. I thought Nagito was possibly tampering with the fire grenades to make them ineffective to stall for time, but that reminds me what we saw on Nagito's video message on this laptop. Is he still watching us from somewhere? If he's not, then at least time his message so perfectly. No, it looks like the video was set to play after the explosion by a wireless signal from the detonator. But why do you have to use some video message? That's the one thing I don't get. At the time, Nagito should have already been killed, which means the video was recorded in advance. That's right, so that video there might be data on this laptop that could be used as a clue. With that thought in mind, I tried messing around with the laptop, but it's no use, it's locked, there's no way I can examine this. But if it's locked there, maybe there really is something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Watch Alter Ego just show him as like, hey, it's me. I can't do Alter Ego's voice, it's been a few months. Monokuma Pass, get anything of note? No. And Sonia, never mind. I've never seen so many Monokumas in my life. Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you'd normally run into. While I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me. What thought? The bomb that went off at the lobby might have been set up here. Huh? If you hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it'll make a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that? A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism. Yeah, no, last case they compared each case as a parallel to the first games. Bomb from Monokuma was used to... That was the mastermind sending it up. I don't think it was the mastermind this time. Well, it could be the traitor. But you know what I mean? It's... ooh. Also, I'm sorry, her saying, a plushie bomb is an act of terrorism. Sonia, you will miss War Crime of the Year from what I've understood throughout this game. Let us rip these off right away so we can confirm it. Hold on. If there was a bomb inside any of these, wouldn't it explode carelessly if we mess with it? Either way, it is all gravy. All gravy, what the hell does that mean? There's no bomb. You'll know if you just pick me up, see? All you'll feel is a soft weight of cotton.
I see.
You are right. Then why didn't Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
Who knows?
I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs there were all fakes. I know that already. You should have said so earlier. Well, I thought if I kept quiet about it, it would foreshadow that the killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. I feel relieved. But if the bomb wasn't from the military base or this factory, then he brought it from the Octagon. I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it. So is this a prequel then, or? Did I say something I should not have said? I don't know, I feel as though putting bombs in Monokuma should, like, be a standard thing, but apparently not. It's not your fault, don't worry about it. It's only going to be used to torment the class after yours. I feel a bit tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. I'm feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. As if Nagito's trying to make us suffer, even after he's died. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go. So, that's my signal that the cottage is open, right? Seems like it. I kind of staying back in the warehouse weirdly. Like, why? Are you trying to cover something up there, miss? I think she would be. Nah, Connie is the type to use the whip spear. Ooh, Monokuma's here. How are you doing? How are you doing?
What's this?
Oh, you wanna go inside Nagito's room? Hajime.
What are you gonna do?
I was just listening to Jackie's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do it while she was looking my black eye. I didn't do that. Then do it! It's sweet as made out of black beans. Hey, we don't have the time to mess around, just hurry up and unlock the damn door.
Fine.
I guess I have no choice, I just gotta do that, right?
Now then. Bye-bye.
You see magic? See, I've opened the door, you can freely investigate now. This isn't my first time seeing that, but why does the door open with a spell like that? Maybe the cottage key is computerized. More importantly, let's go inside now that the door is open. Yeah, you're right. So this should be the final hurdle for the investigation, right? Like, this might end up being rather short. This zesty-ass motherfucker with the pink box on the table, he knew I was gonna come in here. So Nagito was living here. What was he thinking inside this room? What was he feeling as he spent his days in here? I can't even imagine. Wanting to see absolute hope, becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clues to that might be hidden here as well. Well, I mean, there's a lot we can investigate, but my main thing is... I've been waiting for this the whole game. So is he, like, listening to a Walkman or a lecture? What is he doing? So I imagine we'll do bookshelf, fridge, and then the big chest. There's a lot of books arranged here. Did Nagito bring these from the library? In addition to these books, there's a bunch of random craps that fall onto the shelf. It might take a lot of time for us to thoroughly look through that stuff. Let's just leave it for later. I agree. Then, the refrigerator. There's a refrigerator. Nice. My college doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from. Nagito probably supplied it himself. Why would he go through the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks? I enjoy cold drinks. I put 6 cans of Pepsi in the fridge before, I'll let you all know. And yes, I will be drinking one of them later. I know, we live life on the edge here on this channel. As I talked with Chiaki, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. Dead body! Huh, there really isn't much inside. The only thing inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle. For someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he sucked very much. That bottle clearly isn't a drink, right? Really, it looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe? I see what you did there. I took this brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Exclusively made for poisoning somebody to death. Hey, this is... Yeah, looks like it's poison. Poison? Looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine it in a little more detail. But be careful with that bottle. Don't drop it. Stop it. If you're like that, I am going to get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's a Monokuma special poison. This enhanced liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, the liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it's heavier than air, it breaks down in minutes, and is highly susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight. This sure does look like a chemical made for solid. What else could it look like, Chiaki? This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure. But why did Nagito get something like this?
Well,
That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel too. Applied to the bomb.
see?
There should be a reason why Nagito was able to obtain such dangerous items. The octagon is inside the funhouse. The poison, he must have brought it with him from there too, right?
Perhaps.
He's probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last Clash trial. He was hiding a bomb and poison during the last Clash trial. Not just one, 2. Jeez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle? Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey, hey.
Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison? Huh? Yeah.
See?
It looks like the bottle was less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder, is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet? Another trap.
Perhaps.
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using this poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be real bad. It could potentially kill everyone on this island. Everyone on this island? What the hell? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you've died? Last but not least, the fancy treasure box. A fancy looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Ah, could this be... Can you let me know if you find my treasure? It's a magnificent treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights.
Perhaps.
That treasure box. Chiaki, you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute. Oh, she was just reacting. Looks like Monami's stolen treasure box. If it's here, that means... Nah, I thought maybe she recognized it because Momoni put her up to it too. The two of them do seem to get along. Like, Sonia and Chiaki, the only ones that don't hate her, you know? The thief Monami was talking about was Nagito. But why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out. It might be good to see what's inside.
Hold it.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous. It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know? If it wasn't this important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen from Monami in the first place. I turned back toward the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. Inside there was a notebook. This is it. Why is a notebook inside this treasure box like it's something important? I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by children and entities that looked like chicken scratch. Day 1, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2, Byakuya is the leader, but a lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. What is this? A diary? Looks like it. Did Monami write these? Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. I kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, day 4, day 5, page after page of poorly written entries continued on in the notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16. Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go into the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because nobody believes him. Huh?
Hey, hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Oh, it's nothing. Hey! Stop! Don't look at my notebook! Whoa. From out of nowhere, Monami suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand. I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Jeez, that was close. If I'd come any later, you would have seen the inside of my notebook. Unfortunately, you were a little too late. But if this notebook is here, then Nagito was the thief? Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved student.
Hey, hey.
That notebook, it's pretty much your diary, right? Diary? It seems that way. That's right, this is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written. You're a liar. You always show up out of nowhere. Monami, it's not good to lie, you know. Why? There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Monami can't even write. Huh? What are you saying? Jeez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B. No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands. See, bullseye, because I'm in the same way too. Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey, hey.
So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
What are you saying?
There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister. It looks like things are time to settle as it's getting closer to every second. Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true? Huh? You said you didn't write in that notebook, is that true? If so, who wrote in it? Well, you know, it's how should I put it?
Bye-bye.
Excuse me? Hold on! Damn it, she totally ran away again. Same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try and get answers from her. But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, it might be better that I didn't ask her. Whew. Anything else in here I'm missing? Bed? I mean, this bed that comes to the cottages looks like the one that's in my room, but maybe there's something hidden under his bed. It's the usual place for hiding things. Well, we should just still check just in case. With no exceptions and without thinking, I peeked under the bed and there's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. Looks like there's something inside. Looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. These look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base? A gas mask and rubber gloves? He was hiding these under his bed. What did Nagito use this stuff for? I wish I knew.
Hajime.
Is there anything else under the bed? Let's see. I peeked under the bed once again and started looking around the area where I found the supermarket bag and... Huh! There's a small piece of paper on the floor. A piece of paper made of blue aluminum. A round thin piece of aluminum, huh? It's similar to the seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise. I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash?
Wait.
Who knows? It might be too soon to decide that. Why is everything paper? No, why is everything evidence? Why is everything evidence? Like, has he hid the, I don't know, like, anything else in his bathroom? Since the structure's just not marrying, the shower's over here, there aren't any clues. Like, I guess we can just ask Chiaki. I feel I'm getting to the end of this, though. Our time for investigating is winding down. The bookshelf might take some time to investigate, so we should examine other areas first. I guess we can look in the now open box, see if there's anything else in there. A fancy-looking treasure box covered in pink lights. It was stolen from Monami. If this is hers, it means Nagito was the one who stole it. But why would Nagito steal this? Did he just want the notebook that was inside? But Monami didn't write in that notebook, so who did? Presumably the traitor, if they're both working for the Future Foundation. No, that notebook doesn't matter right now. Like, I guess the window. The basic layout is just like my cottage. There's nothing about this window that catches my eye. Anything up here? I kind of want to leave. Was there still some things I need to investigate here? Like what? Like, I guess I'll check the bookshelf. There are a lot of books under the mysterious things. The genres don't make sense.
Yeah?
They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart. Do they now? I definitely don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this. So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles. That doesn't mean we should ignore it, though. I'll leave it to you then, Hajime. Wait, what? It's better if a boy goes to another boy's things. You know, there might be private stuff there. Well, that might be true, but... So, I'll leave this shelf to you. I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. I started and walked towards the shelf. One by one I started removing the various books and items, examining each one. But even as I examined them carefully, there were still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any clues here. Are you sure? Oh. Well, that fact wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. This is another one. That seal. Indeed, it's a school badge of Hope Speak Academy. Does that have information on our soul memories? Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. The file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's information. Nagito said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. There might be another one of his lies too. I opened the file I held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this only had my information, then why is this file so thick? As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me, just as I thought Nagito had lied. Aside from my information, there was information about others. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane and Sonia. And then everyone who died had pages of information about them too. The file contained all information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. I can't believe it makes up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of us might be a lie too. I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, height, weight, and so forth, but there was one thing that specifically caught my eye. 2 words, reserve called student. No, the words. I was gonna say, that's not 2 words, that's 3. There was no denying it. It confirmed I truly was a reserve called student. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one here who's from the reserve department? Why am I here with all of the other ultimates?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Oh well, I just found a strange file. Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there. It's not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on this island are in here too. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone? Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us. Can I take a look at that file? Chiaki leaned against me and peered into the file. We should look at Byakuya, right?
You're right. My profile is really in
Because
here.
Byakuya is the most suspicious one of the lot.
Unfortunately, there
Like, was he
doesn't
held
seem
back
to
a
be
year?
any details.
Or...
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy.
Oh, this is...
It's not written in there. These profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
Ah. Well, if that's the case, why is Hajime clued in with the rest of them? Like, he must have had to transfer after...
Yeah.
What's this class?
Seems like it.
Class 77? 78? 79? One of them. He must have transferred after they started. But, hold on. What happened? I just noticed it right now, but...
The file. His name isn't in there, right?
Who?
There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Who?
Who are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togame. Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
Is there a name instead of his?
No way!
What? I did not expect Byakuya, dead in the first case Togami, to come back and be crucial in the final case. Well, I kind of did, but like... So what if the name isn't written in that file? Perhaps based on that you think he might be the traitor? No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Hope Speak Academy, right? No, this can't be a prequel, because that clearly has already happened. For someone like him to be in a similar situation to this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious. I mean, he seemingly enjoyed it. Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life, it's totally wrong. There's a completely different reason. A different reason?
You're getting all riled up.
How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that, Bianchi, for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think that surrounds Bianchi doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation. What do you mean?
What the heck?
You don't have to ask me that. You know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right? Huh? Yeah, what's the name instead and what's their talent? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. And suddenly I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. On that page I was able to confirm one thing. Just when you thought we couldn't... Ultimate imposter! And that's who we have instead of Byakuya? And look, I liked him. He did a good job at impersonating Byakuya because I liked him. Maybe I'd like him if he wasn't an imposter. God, me laughing at Among Us now has a completely different meaning for this whole series. It's like he knows. But... I mean, did you see that coming? No, neither of us saw that coming. That's that Byakuya's true identity. True identity. He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny of Byakuya Togami. A fake. The fact that those profiles are with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his name and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. No, I'm not jealous of that at all. That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami.
Perhaps.
Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the killing school life?
So
His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that. Then he was lying to us the whole time.
But still.
But he couldn't help it. Why couldn't he help it?
Oh.
Because that was his talent. Huh? Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent. Regardless of whether you want that life or not. In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a little bit more liberating. What the hell?
anyway,
I'm happy you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
that's right.
So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth. Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time? I cannot talk to others about my past. I suspect my skeptical nature is to blame. Distrusting others and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell. Based on the context, if I had to guess,
No.
maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope's Peak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already. So, in the end, it leads back to memory loss. The Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you guys should ignore Monami or the traitor. Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just looking at these 16 profiles, I still don't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really somebody like that?
Of course.
Well, obviously, you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out.
Could it be?
So it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it.
Hey,
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope's Peak Academy. We made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here.
correct.
Wouldn't it be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Hey.
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagido too, right? Well, probably. What do you mean probably? Was there like a discrepancy in the traitor's thing that made it stand out? It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't even a clue.
You sure?
Was that a wise decision? Time's up, you know. Time's up. What? Excuse me for a moment. That chime just now. And he got himself a drink.
Is most important for living things. Well, personally, I think time is.
I have to respect the audacity.
Your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right? That's why
True.
we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up. We will be.
That was way shorter than other investigations.
So please gather at Monokuma Rock.
I don't...
I'll see you soon.
Next, we'll definitely have one next case, I can tell. I don't know how, but we will. Either way, the last clash trial. He said that, right? He said last clash trial.
Yep.
I heard it too. He did say it was the last class trial. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days? He said something about the killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, that might definitely be the last one.
Still.
But I can't imagine that's the real end. Huh? I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once?
Well,
But still, it's not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first. You're right. The class trial for Nagido's murder. We were pretty screwed. I didn't click to my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can't believe who killed Nagido. Or C, even.
but still.
Well, you don't have to worry so much. Huh?
Right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know? You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone. As long as everybody cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine. Okay, and with that, that's gonna... Well, it would have brought us to the end of the episode, but as I promised earlier, I'm gonna save. But I do want to go back to the start of this, Daily Life Free Time, and I want to do Kazuichi's final hangout section. Because we got him to the 5th base. It's like... I didn't realize he was free at this point. I thought he'd be free one more time, but clearly I was a fool who knew nothing. So we're gonna go speak to him. We're gonna get his 5th rank thing. We'll finish him off, and then we will wrap this one up. And also get guys a little bit more content. But God, next time is the trial. I think I need this to calm down a little bit. You know, Kazuichi Soda, my man, my guy. I hope he is available right now, because if he isn't, I may cry. I may cry. And also, I have a load of gifts to give him. Again, I got so much stuff from the Mono machine, not realizing I had 2 free time slots. I thought I had like 3 or 4. And there he is!
You know, right?
Hajime, could I speak to you real quick? There's something important I need to talk to you about. What should I do? Should I invite Kazuichi to hang out? Yes.
Hey!
I need you to spill it. Everything. What were you doing when you were alone with Miss Sonia? I spent all time today getting interrogated by Kazuichi. Looks like Kazuichi and I grew closer today. Would you like to give Kazuichi a present? Yes. So he likes Nitro Z or something, right? That's like his most favorite thing ever in the world. So, let's have a little look. It'll be in here. In fact, I'd be quite surprised if I didn't manage to go and get it. I wish I'd have seen where it was beforehand, but I think it was that, and then there'll be some other stuff too, but oh. Fight using RC cars, maybe you will like that. Gundam's undergarments, wooden stick. Huh. I must have missed it. This is a recurring thing where I can't seem to remember where it is. But what else would Kazuichi like? I guess just stuff to do with cars. So, Kokeshi Dynamo, maybe? No, that's a kid's toy. I mean, oh, Nitro Racer, there it is. Boy. I'm just blind. Oh, that's it! That's it! I was just thinking about how I wanted that. Right on, Hajime. You're a man who knows the difference.
Well,
Hajime, about that thing from before.
for
Hey,
now.
let's go somewhere else. After he said that, Kazuichi walked away by himself. I ran after Kazuichi until I arrived at the beach. Whew. What are you doing? Can you see? I'm breathing deeply. I gotta prepare myself for lots of reasons, you know. Alright, I'm ready. Come at me, bro. Look, hold on, I really don't understand what's going on here.
Hey!
Dumbass, isn't it obvious? There's only one thing for 2 men to do when they come to the beach. What? What can 2 men do at the beach? Date, fight, fist fight, or hit on girls? I know, hit on girls, right?
That's right.
That's right, such an open tropical beach you can run around full steam ahead to where all the older ladies. Wait, what the hell? There are no other ladies here in the first place. You're so funny. Then what can 2 men do at the beach? It'll be fist fight, right? You talking about a fist fight? Not exactly. You're gonna punch yourself. Huh? If you don't, my mind won't be settled. It's like, I feel lost or something. You believe in me, and I can't believe in you at all. It's like, I betrayed you or something. Kazuichi. To be honest, I'm wearing contacts. What is this now? It's not like my hair is this cool because I wanted it to look like this. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, so I tried a few things and it ended up like this. I was always a weak, cowardly kid. All I ever did was study and tinker with machines. So I always believed that everyone who talked to me was a nice person. So, even if I was betrayed or lied to, I always believed they had a good reason for it. And that's what I always believed, all because I was too scared to admit it. Kazuichi, I know, is a confident, happy-go-lucky guy who gets a little carried away sometimes, but maybe he's just been pretending to be like that. When I was in middle school, there was this guy I thought was my best friend. We always did everything together, so I could talk to him about anything. But one time I let him cheat off my test because he begged me for help. But we got caught. Till the very end, he insisted I was the one who willingly gave him the answers. But as long as he didn't get punished, I really didn't mind sharing my answers with him at all.
Man.
But ever since that happened, he kept avoiding me. I wonder why. It's not like I really cared. Maybe he felt guilty. He probably couldn't stand it.
Maybe.
Yeah, now that I'm older, I feel like I understand him a little. But at the time, I was fed up with everything, so I decided to get rid of it all, including my looks. And when that happened, everyone used to hang out with me, started keeping their distance. And punk asses started getting close to me instead. Since then, I haven't been able to believe in anyone. I haven't been betrayed. It was really easy. You'd be surprised how much changes when you change your appearance. More girls like coming on to me too, but to tell you the truth, that scared me a little. Kazuichi, I never felt betrayed by you. I mean, you always believed in me, didn't you? Well, but after hearing your reasons, I think it's fine. So how about this? If you ever betray us and make us sad, I'll punch you as hard as I can. Got it?
Huh?
Bring it on. I'll make you eat those words. Thanks. Because if you understand now, what I really hated along wasn't being betrayed. I hated myself being too weak to believe in others.
Whatever happens, I'll believe in you. That's what being friends is all about. Let's definitely get out of here. All of us.
Yeah, definitely. Kazuichi offered his hand and I gripped it firmly. This time I felt a strong, definite bond formed between Kazuichi and me and I. But it'll be different if you act suspicious. Even if you're my friend, I'll doubt you if you're suspicious. Grease monkeying around filling every page of Kazuichi's report card. His report card has been updated based on your experience with him. Or can my marital status be updated based on my experience with him too? Goddamn! You just unlocked the skill craft work. Give yourself a pat on the back, you've earned it. Okay. You've obtained a present. Kazuichi's in the garment. You can check it out from the present menu. Like, I'm not surprised because we got Gundams, but like, what? Is there a reason for that? I don't know. Why are they staying pink? Is it hair dye? I think it's hair dye. After staring at the sea with Kazuichi and talking about different things, bro, I'm getting down on one knee, bro. I parted ways with him and returned to my cottage. Oh, together or alone. Bro, this. Anyway. Life is good. Life is good. So I guess we can go back to the main menu now. I feel fulfilled, actually. You know what? I'm even going to go back to the main menu. Forget the elevator music. I'm in a good mood now. Also, I slightly got up in my leg kneeling there for a second, but you know what? It was worth it. So yes, if you have enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, it helps us out a bunch. Let us know that you do want to see more of this and all that good stuff. Next time is the trial. But let me know in the comments if you guys would be interested in seeing possibly my reaction to the rest of the Yuhiko's Hangout events too. I figure, you know, some of you guys might want to see it because we've already done, what, 2, 3, so I don't know if you want to see the rest of those. Clearly you're on the ball with them. I might stick that at the end of the next episode as like a bonus little thing for you guys. But yes, that's it for now, of course, all that jazz. And yes, until next time, all said and all that aside, thanks for watching, guys. My name's been Neremik, and peace out.